This is the government news brief for Thursday, June 30, 2016. Welcome. In the news, Guyana gets continued support from Norway, no double dipping in collecting government's pension, and persons found guilty of piracy must face the full force of the law. I am Azim Khan with the details of these and other stories. Stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. Here are the details. Norway has agreed to extend the Guyana Red Investment Fund. Guyana has also secured support from the Norwegians in the development of alternative energy as well as in the oil and gas sector. Details from Tiffany Rodius.
Guyana received approval for the continuation of the GuyanaNorway agreement after a meeting with Norwegian government officials during the Oslo Red Exchange earlier this month, says Minister of Natural Resources Rafael Trotman.
We were able to sit with the Norwegians both at the parliamentary level and with the minister, and it was agreed after discussions that we will continue the partnership, in fact, expand it.
Norway has agreed to allow Guyana to use funds from the Guyana Red Investment Fund GRIF to support Iwakaram International Rainforest Centre. Norway has also pledged support in the development of Guyana's alternative energy programs.
We did get a green light, if I can use that phrase, for the continuation of the agreement, and a commitment that the monies that were lodged for the hydropower plant, which was put aside for a miler, would not be repatriated to Norway, but a review of the miler project is ongoing.
Norway also committed to advise Guyana on the development of hydroelectric power. Additionally, Guyana will receive support from Norway in the development of its gas and oil sector.
And so we've invited them to come here as well. So it includes 4 areas for them. It's resource management, it's safety, it's the environment, and it's the fiscal aspect of things, like a sovereign wealth fund.
Minister Trotman says the extension of the agreement between Guyana and Norway is good news for the country in light of recent criticisms in the media. The Natural Resources Minister led a delegation to Oslo, Norway, to participate in the Red Exchange 2016 conference. For the Government News Brief, I'm Tiffany Rogers.
The Guyana Sugar Corporation GuySuco is currently assessing conditions for its 2016 second crop. Details in this report.
The Guyana Sugar Corporation GuySuco is currently assessing conditions for its second crop, which begins in the new month, says Chief Executive Officer Errol Hanuman.
Right now, we are looking at the estimates that have been prepared by the estates. In about 2 weeks' time, we ought to get an idea as to what the production could be like in the second crop.
GuySuco's Chief Executive Officer told Gina that the corporation failed to reach its target production for the first crop. A target of 80,270 tons was set, but the corporation only produced 56,645 tons of sugar, a shortfall of 23,600 tons. The CEO explains that one of the major factors affecting production was the weather condition.
El Nino, the drought, which started around September last year, and which basically came to end around April. Now, the drought had quite a significant impact on the growth of the canes. But I hasten to add that the reason for the shortfall was not only the drought. I think what's very important to bear in mind is that the health of the crop coming into the drought was weak. And so the impact of the drought exacerbated the result at the end of the crop.
Additionally, lack of financial resources and late application of fertilizer have been identified as other contributing factors to the poor health of the canes.
For some years now, money has been a major problem in the industry. And when funds are short, you have to share the pennies around. And invariably, you're not able to buy all the inputs that the industry records at any point in time.
Gaisuco is now in the out-of-crop season, which will last for approximately 8 weeks. Factory maintenance across the estates is ongoing. Kidaki Amsterdam for Government News Brief.
The Department of Culture, Youth and Sport in the Education Ministry has planned several new programs to engage youths during the August holidays. Here is that report.
An August vacation program which will cater for approximately 700 students will be launched by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport for the August holidays. Director of Sports Christopher Jones says that the program will be facilitated at the Colgreen House Swimming Pool and the National Aquatic Center.
The July-August vacation period, we normally would have the swimming program for youngsters between the age of 6 to about 16. Last year, we had an overspill of about 350 persons who participated in that swim program. And that swim program is being had at the Colgreen Pool as well as the Aquatic Center. What we did now for this year to give a wider opportunity for more persons to participate is double the number and change the time.
Jones added that a number of other programs are slated to be rolled out at the Durban Park.
Our other summer programs, we're moving them to the Durban Park. Again, most of the summer programs used to cater for 120 youngsters and so forth. We're hoping that for the 4-week vacation program that we will be having at the Durban Park, we'll be able to cater for at least 2,000 youngsters to participate.
Circuit tennis, lawn tennis, cricket and karate, in addition to educational segments, are just some of the activities which will be held at the Durban Park. These programs will run simultaneously over a period of 4 weeks. They will be held at the Durban Park, the Aquatic Center and the Colgreen Swimming Pool. Isaiah Braffett for the Government News Brief.
Persons accessing old age pensions will have to be living in Guyana to do so. Find out why in this Glen and Greenwich report.
Measures are being put in place by the Ministry of Social Protection to prevent Guyanese living permanently abroad from accessing Guyana pension. Minister of Social Protection Walter Lawrence referred to this as double dipping because persons receive pension from the country they live in and still come to Guyana to receive another pension.
We have persons who believe that it is their right to live in a foreign country and collect their pensions here. And we're saying to them, no, that is not going to happen.
Minister Lawrence says that the ministry will be digitalizing the pension system to make it more efficient, which will assist the ministry in identifying those persons.
That's why we have sought, in the first instance, to clean our database. Because while we have many Guyanese who would like to see the system work and to ensure that it is done in a transparent manner, there are others who just want to abuse the system. And we have had that, and so we have addressed the issue of our database, and we will continue on the ground to address the issue of persons who are collected in 2 places.
Lawrence also indicated that the double dipping practice has also been observed in hinterland communities of Region 8 and 9. Children benefiting from varying public assistance measures, but also attending school in neighboring Brazil, where they also receive public assistance from that government. For the Government News Brief, Nika Thorne reporting.
Agriculture Minister Noah Holder is calling on law enforcement agencies to exercise the full force of the law on pirates. Details in this report.
This charge came from Minister Holder while he was giving the feature address to fisher folks and stakeholders of the fishing industry. The event was held at the Upper Quarantine Fishermen's Cooperative Society in observance of National Fisherfolk Day yesterday.
Recently, we had a horrendous criminal act that has left many families without a father, husband, and breadwinner. More horrendous is the fact that this act was perpetuated by fishermen within this very region.
Natural challenges like climate change coupled with robberies and smuggling of produce are some of the difficulties which affect the fisher folk. Chief Fisheries Officer Denzel Roberts explains.
This goes to show how dangerous the fishing industry is sometimes. And the motto, I read the motto when I came in, the motto of 66 Co-op is risking our lives to provide the nation with cheap source of protein.
Minister Holder notes that the global agricultural community has taken steps to combat all form of illegal, unreported and unregulated IUU by producing a Port State Measures Agreement, PSMA, to combat piracy.
I ask that we be vigilant when we are out there, report any suspicious activities, and be knowledgeable of the Piracy Act. It is expected that the relevant authorities will treat this matter seriously, as I am aware that this Act contains provisions for seizure of property and assets of convicted persons carrying out these attacks.
National Fisherfolk Day was held under the theme Combating IUU Fishing, Preserving Our Marine Resources. For the Government News Brief, I'm Tiffany Rojas.
That concludes today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on our website. Stay updated, subscribe to our website and YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow as Gina brings you another edition of the Government News Brief. Thank you for watching.